Hello everybody and welcome back to Cities Skylines, where we've got ourselves a bit of a power issue. So let's go ahead and see what's going on here. It's kind of interesting because these power grids are unconnected. So I believe that these failures should be unrelated. Let's see what's going on here. So we can initially see that we simply have insufficient electricity over here, it seems. Yeah, I think that's pretty clear. I'd like to get a solar updraft tower somewhere over here if we can find a place for it. I mean, where would we? We can extend this road out, I suppose. Bring it out over this way, like so, and then slot in a solar updraft tower right about here. Could do the trick. So that should fix the power issue over here. And let's just watch for that. There we go. Fantastic, but that should not fix the problem up here. And is the issue here also simply a power shortage? I believe it is. So maybe a second solar updraft tower up here would do the trick. Fantastic. So we'll do that for now, and... is this lack of connection here causing an issue? I believe it is not, but I'm still going to fix it. So we'll just bring that in like so. Okay, so that fixes our power issues. Fantastic. Let's next eliminate some of these abandoned structures. There are a few of them down over here. Oh, there's one there. Fantastic. And then there's also one here. Not too bad. Now, this is going to continue to be an issue, I feel like. Do we have a traffic light here? Yes, we do. Okay, that's good. However, it is this intersection here, I believe, that is causing our issue. These guys, what are they backed up trying to do? Are they trying to turn or go straight? Or, I mean, they could do anything here unless they're trying to go this direction, which I believe is what they're trying to do, is take a left-hand turn. Now, we could take this out of here and upgrade this up to a 6-lane road, and I think that's probably the best bet. We will be required to move this power line, but that's completely okay. Like, this power line probably should no longer exist, in fact. And this up here would get zoned industrial. Is there anything over here that would be required to be moved? The firehouse, that could be moved to, say, here. And I don't think there's anything else over here that will absolutely have to be moved. It should be fine. So we'll take these sections of road out of here. And we will upgrade these. Fantastic. So we're going to take that on out of there. We're also going to have to take these sections of road out. I did not intend to get rid of that, but that's okay. And we'll do something along the lines of that, and then we will make sure that this is correctly connected up. These sections of road have to come out as well. And we'll just see about curving those in about like that. What are we blocked by? We are blocked by this police station. Okay, we'll just move that over here for now. And I'm noticing this here. We'll deal with that in a moment. So we will, of course, have this come up over like so. Perfect. Okay, and then is this not one way through all of this? Hang on a moment. No, it is. It just isn't showing up, I guess, with the overlay. Okay, sure. We can't upgrade it anyway. So let's go ahead and get these side roads upgraded. Or not really upgraded, but rather fixed. And we'll have them go in right there. That'll be good enough. This one will go into there. Perfect. This one, I think that should be correct, or correct enough. Yep, that'll do. And we need to take this section back as well. And that, of course, connects in right like that. Perfect. Okay, now we are, of course, going to need our better streets, and they're going to go in basically like this. Is it exactly there that we want it to go? Well, this section actually needs to be taken out. So we can do that and rerun this. I'm just going to straight line this, I think. Firehouse here. The firehouse can be moved over to here, and we'll straight line it like that. And then let's see about removing this section and bringing this in relatively straight. It's going to want to come out like that. I think that we should probably rework this intersection a little bit. So we'll take that out, and this out as well. And let's see what we want to do here. Now, I would kind of like to have this just come up like that. And then this would be ideal if it came in at like a 90-degree angle. Alternatively, it could connect in like that. That's an interesting option, actually, because that allows us to separate this kind of like that. Now, I don't necessarily like what we've got going on here. Other options would include, instead of coming in like this, simply having this truncate in a bit of a dead end up here. And that might not be the worst concept. Okay, so obviously we're going to need to build in these roads up here. And they would just come in straight line, like this. That is the incorrect angle. Absolutely. 1,000,000% that is the incorrect angle. We'll take it in like that, and that's the correct angle. Okay, there we go. And of course we're going to need to change this bus stop location. There we go. And I think that fixed this one down here too, actually. Wonderful. Okay, let's make sure that this is rezoned up through here. So this would need to be zoned approximately like so. And then this would be zoned approximately like so. Excellent. Okay, so is that going to fix anything here? Well, the answer is probably not. This is traffic lighted, and that's good. So let's see how that goes. Also, I'm interested in seeing just how backed up this is. So this is quite backed up. And it's because of this intersection here. They're, I guess, attempting to turn this way. Right, that would be a requirement here. Now, they could turn down Bradley Street. There are some attempting to do that. Yeah, that's a thing. That's definitely a thing. Let's take a look at how much traffic backup there is over here. Not actually all that much. Over here, this is actually cleaning up. I'm interested in seeing what this looks like after this cleans up, if it does indeed clean up. So let's go ahead and take this up to speed 3 and see how this ends up going. There's not a lot of traffic being added here. That traffic is coming up here now. So this is mostly return traffic that's going this way. There's some return traffic coming this way, but that's very interesting. Very, very interesting on that pathfinding. And this will, of course, change as we develop this a little bit more. But yeah, that's better than I expected, in all honesty. We may actually want to connect this in over here. Something along the lines of this over here. I don't know that we can actually get in there, though. Yeah, that's not going to be a thing. Okay, we could instead connect it in here. That could work. I'm not going to call it great, but it could work. Okay, so how are we doing over here? Still a big old traffic jam. This is not shocking, of course. It's slightly better than it has been in the past, but it's mostly this intersection that is, I think, causing the issues. And I'm wondering if maybe we should make a way to bypass this. The question is how. That is indeed the question. This is going okay. I'm not going to call it great. These guys are driving straight through the bus. Perfect. And most of this traffic is wanting to turn right. This fills up very quickly. Okay. But overall, that's not too bad. It's mostly this intersection that I want to work with. We could make this street only be one way. That would help. I'm not going to call it fixed, but it would help in that it would give us another lane. So we'll do something like that, and then this would go that way. Like that. So we can only take right turns here. Well, we can take a left turn. We would want to leave that, I think. That cleaned it up. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Now for this situation. The issue here, of course, is that this is a left-hand turn. Which is not ideal, to be sure. Not ideal at all. That, combined with the fact that this is all traffic lighted all the way down here, which I feel like we probably should deal with. Let's go ahead and remove our traffic lights here and see what making that uncontrolled ends up doing. I don't think it's going to be super helpful, but we're just going to give these guys yield signs. Something along the lines of that, to hopefully keep this traffic here that is turning left moving a little bit more. There's this up here. I do want to look at this line. Okay. There's quite a line of buses. But that's okay. That is completely fine. Let's go ahead and finish off the zoning over here. We need to make this, of course, be dense commercial. This is an awkward angle to be at. We'll do this one. This over here should all be dense commercial. And of course, it's going to be a while before this fills up. Okay. Now, this up here was intended to be office. Oh, hello. A little bit more dense commercial there. This up here was intended to be office to keep the pollution a little bit away from the river here. And we'll just do that number. Fantastic. Something along those lines should do nicely. Just zoning this entire area. Nice. And then we'll get rid of that. Okay, so we'll leave that be for now. We are probably not going to have any particularly large amounts of... I was just looking at this going on here. Okay. We shouldn't have any particularly large amounts of demand for industrial for a while, but we do have some demand for residential. So let's just go ahead and zone in this section of residential. Wonderful. We've got a little bit of demand for workers over here, and that's driving some of that building abandonment. Now, I am definitely wondering what we can do about this. I feel like it's mostly going to go fine. This is cleaned up nicely, and the priority traffic moving through here is perfectly fine. The major issue here, of course, is the fact that this is a left-hand turn, but that's stop-lighted, so that should be okay. This is also stop-lighted, and should also be okay. It's the yield to get on that we're struggling with right now on this particular road. Now, we have our higher throughput road up here and up here. This Faith Street here is not upgraded, and we probably want to upgrade this. So let's think about what that would require. We're definitely going to have to move a subway. But we can do something along the lines of this and get this upgraded all throughout here. All the way up until we get to the underground metro station, which I'm going to place up here temporarily. And then we will upgrade that and move that right on back to be not exactly there. We're going to have to, of course, take these sections out, and we'll put this, say, here, and we'll have our metro connect in. This is the metro. That would help, having the right thing selected. And we'll just do something like that. That should be fine. And let's see if we can... Yeah, nice. We'll try to move this one over, and there we go. Perfect. As far as the bus stops here go, let's just see about... It doesn't want to relocate these, it seems. And connect these up. Okay. We may have to delete this line and redo this one. That's okay. So let's grab this bus here. And this is bus line 9. So we can, of course, go into here, just so we can get in there a little easier. Bus line 9, we can get rid of. There we go. And then we will recreate good old bus line 9. We're also going to remove that. Fantastic. Okay, bus line 9, you are going to, of course, be coming up over this way. Just like this. Yeah, it's not the best way to turn around necessarily, but it'll get the job done eventually. Okay, so we'll do that. That increased throughput here will hopefully reduce the strain on Siobhan Street over here. That would be ideal. We'll see if that's accurate. Of course, we should, in theory, not necessarily need traffic lights along all of this. And we should instead have a yield here. And that reminds me, we don't have a yield here. Or here, for that matter. Or here. Oh my. And we'll do something like that. Okay. So a yield here, and then this will, of course, be yields entering Faith Avenue. Perfect. And hopefully that will increase our throughput enough. And then this down here can remain a traffic light. Okay, so how are we doing up here? Reasonably well. That does seem to have cleared it up fairly nicely. With the possible exception of this, but I think that's more buses than anything. And those should spread out since we just redid our buses. Wonderful. Wonderful. Any issues going on over here? Oh yeah, we've got a dead people issue over here. A pretty big one, and it's caused by gridlock. Fantastic. Just what we always love to see. So I was hopeful that these boulevards in this area that's not designed to have heavy traffic would have fixed that. What are they trying to go to? What is the ultimate bottleneck here? It's just not going, mostly. That's the technical explanation. It doesn't go. Okay, so let's take a look here at our stoplight situation. So we'll get rid of these for right now. This one can probably remain. Over here, this one can remain. This one can remain. We'll get rid of these. And then we'll do a little bit of signage over here. That should yield. These should yield. Now, I don't think that this will solve the issue, to be clear. And then over here, we're ignoring that for the moment. And down here, yield there. There, 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 and there. Okay, so that's not going to fix the issue, to be clear. I believe what we really need here is additional throughput on this street. That should fix it. So, we have an underground metro station here that will need to be temporarily moved. We can place that here. We also have... Is there a metro station up on this side? There is not. That's very convenient, actually. Okay, so we're going to take these sections of the street out of here, and we're just going to upgrade all of this as we have in the past. Excellent. And this as well. Okay, and now we will, of course, upgrade these, like so. We're going to connect this up and in. And up. And in. And up, and in. It's going to be kind of repetitive. Up, and that's not correct. Up and in. That's good enough. And up, and in. Good enough. Fantastic. That'll do. And then we will, of course, run our large road up through here. Straight on like that. Excellent. And looks like everything connected in with the possible exception of bus lanes over here. I do want to take a look at that. Okay, yep, we're going to add a stop here. And then we're also going to add a stop over here, but from where? From here? Yes, from here. Okay, something along the lines of that. Then, of course, we're going to have to put this metro station back. So we'll take these guys out of here, and we will move our metro station right on over. How about here? I think that'll do. And then we will, of course, build our metro track. Get rid of that, for sure. That's an awkward angle. And we'll bring that on in. And actually, I'm going to get rid of this as well. Bring it on in. Okay. And let's see how that ends up pathfinding. It pathfound perfectly. We'll move these into separate tracks here. We need to move one of these stops. And it doesn't want to move. It really doesn't want to move. Okay, we're going to remove one of the stops then. And we'll add it up here. Cannot find path for going that way. Really? But it can find a path the other direction. Fascinating. Okay, let's try taking this out of here. And bringing it in, I don't know, maybe a little bit softer? Like that? Can we find a path? No? Baffling. I don't know why we can't find a path here. This here is going to be gotten rid of, I guess. And we'll just remake these. Oh, hello. Now it finds a path. Okay. Well, I guess that works. Fantastic. This is going to be an absolute mess for a little while. There's no doubt about it. We do need to check the traffic light situation here. None of these should be traffic lighted. This one should. And we need to put in signs over here, like so. Fantastic. So something along the lines of that. Okay, this is going to be absolute bedlam for a little bit while they get this sorted out. We do need to rezone this area, of course, and we're going to go ahead and do that. About like that, and then we'll put Resi over here. About like that. Sure, that'll do the trick. Okay, so I believe we can see that the traffic is already flowing quite a lot better. We are getting some backup over here. Oh, hang on a moment. Hang on a moment. What did I do? I believe I didn't put these in as one-way over here. That is correct. This needs to be one-way going this direction. This needs to be one-way going this direction. That will help matters tremendously. Okay, so we'll do something along the lines of that, and we'll see if this ends up cleaning up any. In theory, this should help. I'm not going to claim that this will fix the issue. This outer street should probably also be upgraded over here. Like, really? But for right now, I'm not so sure that that's going to be a thing. And these buses will need to get distributed as well, so it'll take a little bit of time for us to see if this actually ends up doing anything. It will help, but I'm not going to say that it's going to be great. I do think that we really should upgrade this outer section. And we could upgrade it up to here. This could get upgraded. So yeah, let's go ahead and upgrade that. We're going to need to move our crematorium, and that's fine. And then all the way up to there can get upgraded. So, I mean, that would be the general idea, is that we would upgrade this entire road section all the way around. And that would help fairly dramatically. However, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we're going to get that upgrade going. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time. What is that lack of connection? Okay, it has a connection. Perfect.